everyone, welcome to our Disneyland must-know tips video.
We just got back from a week at Disneyland and we learned a bunch of exciting tips and tricks, and we're gonna share them with you so it makes your next Disneyland vacation that much more magical. So let's go.
It's all ears aboard. First tip, it's not as easy as it used to be to get into Disneyland. First, you need a reservation, and then
you need a ticket. So you need a ticket and a reservation. The reservation being the most important thing, because if you have a ticket and not a reservation to get into the park, you're not going to get into the park. So you need to go to disneyland.disney.go.com, this link right here, and we'll show you how to get your ticket and your reservation. When you're on the website, scroll over to Parks and Tickets, and then just scroll down. Now just select standard theme park ticket unless you are a California resident. Then select the number of days total that you're going to be at both Disneyland and California Adventure, and then select the number of tickets that you're going to want to buy, one for each person in your group. Next, you want to select one park per day or choose the park hopper if you want to go to both parks. This lets you get into the other park after 1 p.m. Now, this is the most important. This is the reservation calendar. So if the days are hashed out, even if you have a ticket, you cannot get in the park. So these little icons tell you if one or both parks are open for the days you want to go. After you select your available days, then you want to pick which park you want to start at first, either Disneyland or Disneyland California Adventure. Realize if you have a park hopper, you have to start at the park you pick first, and then at 1 p.m. you can switch parks. You then have the option of choosing Disney Genie Plus and parking. We'll talk about the benefits of Disney Genie Plus and explain what that is a little bit later. So that's pretty much it. The last thing you need to do is throw down and pay for your tickets. The reservations are free.
the next thing you're going to want to do before getting to Disneyland is download the Disneyland app.
Yes, you're going to be on the app all day, from looking at where you are on the map, reserving lightning lane passes, checking out ride wait times, and even ordering food. So download the Disneyland app ahead of time, get familiar with it, and we're going to show you all about the app right now. When you open the Disneyland app, it's basically going to have all the information that you're going to need while you're in either of the parks. So it helps to download this ahead of time, and you can get on it and get familiar with it before you get into the park. The first page is just going to have a bunch of information about the park and an option to buy Disney Genie Plus again. The most important thing is probably the map. So when you're in the park, it's going to show you exactly where you're at, and will even give you directions to your next stop. As you zoom in and out, you can see different wait times for rides or dining. For example, here, Smuggler's Run is 75 minutes, and Rise of the Resistance is a 115-minute wait right now. Wow, that is definitely the most popular ride in the park right now, but I'll tell you, it's definitely worth the wait. So here we are zooming around different sections of the park, so you can see if you're in one section what the nearest and quickest ride to get on is at the point in time. Alright, other things that you can select while you're in map view. If you go up to the top, you can select a drop down menu and select dining, for example. Dining is great as well because you can see all the dining options that are in the park, and if there are wait times, it'll show you those as well. You can also book a reservation by selecting the restaurant. So if you go back up to that drop down menu, there are other options there like restrooms, shopping, events and attractions, and even where all the PhotoPass folks are. So you can see this app is extremely helpful, and you're going to be on it a lot. On the bottom of the app, there are some more buttons that you can toggle with pop-up menus for more options of everything you basically want to do while you're in the park. Here's an example of how to make a dining reservation. You can pick your date, the number in your party, and what time you want to eat if it's available. You can scroll through all the different dining options in the park. On this page, you can see all the different arrival windows for mobile order pickup. Another useful thing on this app is there's a QR code under photos that all the park attendants can scan when you go around the park and you get your picture taken. This is great because they scan it after they take your picture, and then a few minutes later your pictures will automatically be downloaded to this app, and then you can scroll to photos and call up all the pictures that have been taken. When you get off a ride, each photo that is taken on a ride will also have a little number, and you can enter that number on this app and it'll download your ride photos as well, which is a lot of fun. And if you purchase Genie Plus, you can download these photos to your phone to keep permanently. While you're on this app, here's another important tip. Everyone can log in under their own login on the app, but we recommend just using one login. So everybody in my family logged in under my login, so we could all see the same photos, we could all see our tickets, and we could all be on the same page when we were booking or ordering food. Alright, if we head back to the main page, you can select something at the top called Tip Board. Now this is very important because this is what it's all about. This will show you all the ride times for all the different rides in the park. And you can scroll up and down and see what exactly is available. And this is also how you select Lightning Lane passes if you purchased Genie Plus. So you can see this app is the one-stop shop for everything that you're going to do while you're in the Disneyland or California Adventure parks. So definitely download the app, get familiar with it, and this will lead us to our next tip. You're going to be on your phone a lot, so we definitely recommend having a full charge before you enter the park each day. And that'll lead us to one of our other tips a little bit later.
Okay, now that we've got all that stuff taken care of, let's head to the park.
All right, and before you even get in the park, you have to go through security. So here's a tip on how to get through the shortest security line and where to go to find that short security line. We just made it through security, and here's the little tip. When you get to the security lane, go to the far left. It's always one of the shortest lines. And then also look for a line with no strollers.
Yeah, so the strollers, they have to take everything out. Under every pocket's got to get checked, so it takes a little while.
Yep.
But if you have a stroller, that's okay. We used to too.
Yeah, we used to too. We've been through there.
Yeah.
But if you want to get through security quick, look for a line with less strollers and have your backpacks and all your bags open with the zippers
ready to
undone.
go, phone out of the pocket.
And then it's a piece of cake.
Okay, so you're in the park, but you probably have a ton of stuff you're carrying. So let's declutter a little bit and we'll show you how.
So here's the trick. We bring one backpack and then we rent a locker for 10 bucks for the entire day. And then we put all our hoodies in the locker until the evening. And then we just carry the backpack around mostly empty and put drinks and other things that we may buy throughout the day. And then in the evening, come back to the locker, put all that stuff in there and grab our hoodies, and we're ready for the night.
Right. And if you're with a big group, you can share the expense of the locker.
And we always
nice.
take, two families are sharing this locker now, and we always just bring one backpack per family.
And we also fill it with snacks and stuff like that. Like 2 of the days I brought a salad because I needed some healthy stuff.
Because it always gets chilly here at night.
Yes, it definitely gets chilly here at night for everyone. And then you're not that extra expense of buying sweatshirts you don't need.
And you don't have to carry them around all day.
Exactly.
It's worth the 10 bucks.
It's worth the 10 bucks.
Next tip. So you're at the locker and you just figured out you forgot your portable charger. What are you gonna do next? So we're gonna show you where to buy a portable phone charger that you can use throughout the park. And you might just need it because that Disneyland app dries out those batteries.
You will need it.
You're gonna
Trust
need
us.
it.
So definitely remember to bring a portable charger, but if you don't, they have these little rapid chargers called FuelRods that you can buy. They are kind of expensive. They're 30 bucks, but you can swap them out at kiosks the entire time you're here and keep them for as long as you want. So here we go. I'm gonna put it in. This one's already spent and used. And they also have these in the airports as well. So I put it in the empty one, and now there's a brand new charged up one. Sweet. And the nice thing is, they have these kiosks all around the park where you can swap out your used FuelRod for a brand new fully charged one. They even have these at the airports, and I use these like we mentioned when I travel as well.
Okay, so you're ready to hit the rides. Let's see how to use your Lightning Lane Pass.
A Lightning Lane Pass is basically the new Fast Pass, where you can book a ride reservation for the future and then show up in your arrival window and get on the ride a lot quicker. If you purchase Disney's Genie Plus, then you can select one Lightning Lane Pass at a time. So here's the trick. As soon as you get into the park, we recommend booking the earliest Lightning Lane Pass for a ride that you can find. And once you're checked in and standing in line, book the next Lightning Lane Pass as soon as possible for the next ride you want to get on.
This one is important.
Use parade time to get on the rides.
Exactly.
Because the lines are shorter.
So much shorter. Yes. The lines dramatically drop, so that would be a good time to get on some of those harder rides like Indiana Jones, Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain. Go for it.
Speaking of rides, here's a good one. Where do you sit on Splash Mountain to stay the driest? This one comes up a lot, and we tested it out, so here's what we found out.
Oh, yeah, Bobby stretch! Oh, Bobby stretch! Oh, carry! Oh my gosh! How'd you girls do? No? Oh my gosh, no, wait, just come over here.
Oh my god!
Woo! Kenzie, how'd you do?
Good, it wasn't that bad.
No. So I guess you don't want to be in the front. No?
I was about to ride in the front.
You don't want to be in the front because that's where you get the most wet. A huge wave just came over them.
How are you?
Thanks for taking one for the team, Bobby.
Tip, dine during off-peak hours.
That's right, try to eat either a late lunch or an early dinner.
So you're in the park, you're gonna wanna stay hydrated. Here's how you fill your reusable water bottles for free.
Money saving tip, we brought in our own water bottles, and then they have these things situated throughout the park. Just look on the map or the app.
Next tip, so you can bring full water bottles and snacks into the park. You cannot bring any glass bottles or any glass. So that will save you a lot of money, especially if you have little ones that like to snack. But at some point, you may want to buy some food from one of the vendors. So we're going to show you the quickest and easy way to do that. And once again, it's on the Disneyland app. And the best way to do it is to place a mobile order. Most of the dining options and vendors in the parks don't make reservations, but you can mobile order your food ahead of time, and we highly recommend this. So when you click on the dining option that you want, then you can select a window of time in the future that you want to pick up your food. So you can basically go to the menu, select everything that you want to eat, place your order, and then come back later and pick it up when it's ready. This is great because then you can go ride a ride while your food is being prepared, and then just show up during your arrival window and your food will be ready there to pick up, and you don't have to waste time standing around waiting for it.
Next tip, if you find yourself shopping in downtown Disney and you need to get in the park, here's an easy way to do it.
So let's check out another way to get in the park so you can avoid the big line at the main entrance.
In the middle of downtown Disney is the monorail station. You can scan your tickets and get into the park from here. And usually at times the line is shorter here than at the main gate. The monorail is a fun way to get in the park, and it's also somewhat relaxing. And you get to see the park from a different point of view. Of note, the monorail does drop you off in Tomorrowland in the center of the park.
All right, when you're on Disneyland.com buying your park ticket and your reservation, it's going to ask you if you want to buy Disney's Genie Plus. Now, this is something new, so we're going to talk a little bit about this. And there's a couple benefits to having Genie Plus, and we'll show you how to order it and what exactly all that entails. Alright, so when you're on the website, before you check out, you'll see the optional add-on of Disney Genie Plus service. It is a little expensive. It's an extra $40 a day per ticket. However, it gets you two major things. It gets you Lightning Lane Pass options and unlimited photo pass downloads. So all the pictures that are taken in the park, you can download to your phone for free and keep them forever. You can also scroll down here and see which
rides are available for Lightning Lane passes. It's not all of them, it's just the major rides that you see here. Now, we used Lightning Lane passes to get on multiple rides while we were at Disneyland, and we honestly don't think we would have ridden that many rides without it. So for that reason and the photos, we think Disney Genie Plus is worth getting, but you can make that decision yourself.
Last tip and the most important, have fun. You're at Disneyland, the most magical place on earth.
And lastly, what do you think about Brooke's Disney dress? Pretty impressive,
Right?
If you like it, comment below and let her know.
Thanks. I kind of like it myself. I don't know. So, Matt, what's this? What's going on here?
Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
So if you haven't noticed, I have a special button and it says I am an honorary citizen of Disney.
We don't want to brag too much, but this is kind of a big deal. So, how did you become an honorary citizen of Disneyland? This is big news, by the way.
So if you didn't notice or know, all of the employees that work in the park have special buttons that they can give out to visitors. So I actually got this button by doing a good deed while in the park, and one of the employees saw what I was doing and actually came over and surprised the heck out of me and gave me this button. So it was pretty special. So this, I don't think, is a button that anybody can get just anywhere.
No.
So I wear it proudly.
You should. So do some good deeds at Disneyland and you might get a button.
Because everybody is watching.
We hope you enjoyed this video on our must-know tips and tricks for Disneyland.
And we hope this video is helpful and makes your Disneyland experience that much more magical.
Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram at American Travel Family, and also check out our website at americantravelfamily.com.
I hope you guys were all ears aboard with us. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our family travel. And in the comments, say where you're from. Say hi.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more American Travel Family adventures. Muffin.